Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another week of Dungeons and Dragons. We have had some developments. The party, after being brought under different inauspicious circumstances to the office of at least some of the group's boss, one hag named Crone, finds themselves in a city dungeon, an urban dungeon, which we only rarely have the pleasure of being able to run in games like this. I believe Blake Sunny said that it was known colloquially to her employees as head office. And its sole purpose, is to kill adventurers that are considered expendable, or at least to test the mettle of those with whom Crone has had disagreements, conflicts, what
And or
have you.
thinking of unionizing.
And especially that, yes. And you found out the hard way that if you say the word union in this dungeon, you take some pretty significant psychic damage. It is warded, and you wouldn't be surprised if there were other magical wards that affected the building. Um, Nonetheless, you have persisted on, and with the help of your companions, um, have decided to go to the top of the building instead of the bottom, essentially, to the highest numbered rooms, as opposed to looking for the exit at the end of the building, so that you can finally put a stop to the employment circumstances that you have with your boss Crone, who you have been told, or who told you, I should say, has bought out Pocket's debt, and seems to be in some ways connected to the plot to kill Lord Dmitri Blakovich, Russo's uncle.
Bum bum bum.
Yeah.
And
For a
yeah,
second, I was like,
you.
why do I want to help these people kill her? Oh, yeah, that's why.
Mhm. And yeah, so you found yourself in a room. I believe you said it was room 5051, if I'm not mistaken. Um, and there is like an old campsite from a couple of weeks, various spiral stones on the floor in the space, which you believe may have been used for some ritual. And you are milling about in the dungeon discussing your plans when you hear um, a little horn. Burp, 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 burp. And from the pathway which you came, oh gosh, are a number of sort of like large furry hyena creatures that
Oh, God, gross, no!
they're
Ew.
not quite like fully undead, but they're covered in blood, and they have open wounds and various body
No.
parts strung around their roughshod armor. And the leader of them is dressed just as much in this crude way as all of the other ones, but it has a monocle, and it also has a little throat insert into its neck, and it calls out to all of you, "We are the doorkeepers. The doorkeepers." And you can hear all of the gnolls who have begun to pile their way into the room. It's a whole pack of them. There are at least 10 or 15. Um, and the one who can speak says, "We see what you've been doing here in this dungeon. We heard you slamming against the iron doors. And look at that!" And the gnolls point to the door that Blake Sunny has axed into the room. Um, and you can see the various creatures start to foam at the mouth and reach out and claw you, and the gnoll holds them back. Do you know the company policy for knocking down doors in this building?
Are you
Uh,
employees or prisoners? Are you employees or prisoners? Are you employees or prisoners?
Answer the question.
The Knoll says we're doorkeepers, we're employees.
Oh, well,
I look
then you'll
over at
understand
Blake.
that. Blake will nod and be like, well, you'll understand that we have been sent here to renovate this castle. You are speaking to the vampire lady, lord of redecorating herself, and I'm her bodyguard.
How many of them are there?
Let me check the map.
Do you have anything to say to them, milady?
Yes, how dare you impede our work?
They're about 15 plus the leader.
All right. Points of exit. Let's get a layout of this room.
Yeah,
mean,
so the room
This
is
room
about
is atrocious.
Yeah.
40 foot by 60 foot. There are 2 exits. There's the way that you came in, which is where all of the gnolls are, and there's another door on the same side, which you would have to go through the crowd in order to access. And let me just check. It is it looks like it's reinforced. It's got some kind of glowing green light coming from around the edges, and you can see what look like locks, various locks, the top and bottom on both sides.
So, does Russo's lie seem to land at any point with these gnolls?
Could you make a deception check, Russo?
Let me see if I can goose this at all for you.
This is the
yeah.
Dracula of decoration. Okay, you will speak to her with respect.
No, I won't be able to help.
I got 20.
Oh,
That
nice.
wasn't a natural 20.
Nice.
The gnolls say that's not been authorized. I don't know anything about your decoration scheme.
Well, you clearly need my help. I mean, look at the shoddy craftsmanship on this door. My bodyguard was able to knock this in so easily.
Didn't even use my
the
hands.
standards here are just atrocious.
The gnoll.
Yeah, and it smells bad too.
Yeah, and that.
The gnoll says we're killing adventurers. It's part of the ambiance.
Well, good. They smell bad too. Good thing we're not adventuring. We're
Redecorated.
redecorating.
Okay. Well, you can carry on with your job, but I have to complete my work. We're set to a very tight schedule. We have other places to be aside from this dungeon here.
Oh, here's my voice.
They roll another natural 1 on their insight check. And you can see the gnoll say, until the spending's been authorized, I have to reattach the door.
There.
And you can just make sure that you get any replacement purchases put in through the appropriate channels. I'm very sorry.
No, it's okay. You're just doing your job.
And you can see some of the gnolls begin to go and start reattaching the door and putting some crude spit-based lacquer, or a combination of some different materials that they have on their person and spit, and piecing it back together.
Can we sneak over to the other door now?
Yeah.
Well, the crowd is kind of there
Well,
between you and the other door. You can continue to make your way up
Yeah.
to it. You can see that it's got a faint green glowing light coming from the locks on either side, at the top and bottom. It looks like it is, let me see what kind of door it is. It is an iron door.
I will detect magic on it.
You do detect magic, and it is magically reinforced. You think that there's magic on the hand locks as well as the key lock.
Okay, I think it's my turn. I will crack my knuckles and I will blow on my knuckles, and they'll start to glow, kind of purple and sparkly. Then I'll start shaking my fist really fast, and then spinning it in a circle over my head, and then lightly tap the door and cast knock. The object can be a door, box, chest, set of manacles, padlocks, or another object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access. A target that is held shut by a mundane lock or is stuck or barred becomes unstuck or unbarred. But if multiple locks, only one of them is unlocked. If you choose a target that is held shut with Arcane Lock, which is a spell, that spell is suppressed for 10 minutes, during which time the target can be opened and shut normally. And when I cast it, a loud knock, audible from as far away as 300 feet, emanates from the target. So I spin, and wonder if it does anything.
Yes, and you can hear the main lock and all 4 of the side ones latch, click, and it is indeed the case that the doorway opens.
Yep. Through we go.
And you can see a hallway. There is.
Fuck you! Don't laugh at your own notes.
Yeah, so all of you make your way into the hallway, and when you do, you can hear the faint sound of an alarm and a voice take over the intercom. And so there's a door that's about 10 feet in front of you, and then the hallway goes to the right and seems to peek around the corner. And from that area, a bright light flashes, and you can see billowing green smoke coming in from the walls and floor. I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh no.
Arnicus rolls really well.
Oh. Natural 20, 22.
13. Fuck.
Arnicus
How many points?
22. Just let me check something.
Oh. Fuck. I got a 7, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, so Blake and Pocket both fail, but it is just a one-off effect. You take 8 points of poison damage.
Oh, ew. Oh, this is like when I drank that blood. Ah.
Yes, and you can see that, so there's a doorway in front of you, and the hallway seems to wrap around.
Do we go
the
towards the
right
flashing green that may have just made me puke? Or do we go to the not that? I'm not averse to either.
Pernicus says, well, maybe there'll be treasure back there.
Let's fuck it up.
Copernicus shoots a...
I don't know. I'm having a bit of an existential crisis when it comes to treasure. You know what I mean? Because I've found some treasure before, and it didn't do much for me.
Copernicus
little buddy.
says, you go, Leo, and he shoots Leo off. You can see that the pseudo dragon appears to be charged with lightning, and he goes up and zaps the bulb, or attempts to zap the bulb, which is cracked but not completely destroyed. And Copernicus says, well, I bet we could walk that way.
Yeah, Do it.
Which way? The short door or the green door?
The hall path.
Yeah. There's a short hall path, and then there was a hallway that turned off towards like a green flash, right?
So there's a doorway in front of you,
Yep.
and there's a hallway that veers around.
Yeah, and the green came from
And
the
the
veering
way that-
hallway, right?
Yes.
Thank you. I vote for the closed door right here at the end of the hall.
Yeah, all right. Sounds good to me.
Cool. And yeah, you can see that the doorway appears to be locked. It's a bone door.
I look up it.
It's a bone door. Damn. You know what we
Let-
do with these?
Well, let's go the
You
easy
can
way
still
first.
hear the
Russo,
sound of some gnolls in the other room,
Oh, I'll
speaking in
lockpick
abyssal,
this.
so they may not be quite understood.
All right, yeah. First,
I mean,
here's how we're gonna do locked doors from now on. First, Russo's gonna do it nice and quiet. If that doesn't work, you're gonna do it nice and loud. And if that doesn't work, I'll do it nice and even louder.
I
Is
like
that
this.
sleight of hand?
Yeah, go ahead and make your roll.
Yeah, if
But,
sleight
like-
of hand would work, it uses
20.
22 is high enough that you don't break your lockpick, but you are able to tell pretty easily that this is a stuck door. The lock mechanism appears to be stuck.
All right, like
All right. Real talk though, if I break this, they might have to put it back together. We can slow them down by breaking doors. You know, just a thought.
I mean,
And
last time that worked because we were able to convince them that we weren't adventurers. If we keep breaking doors, that's a pretty adventurer habit, and I think it's gonna become pretty clear, and they might just start chasing
yeah.
us.
shit, you're right.
It's not exactly. It's not very inconspicuous.
Crowbar gets me 17.
17.
That's with advantage, right?
17 does hit. Yeah, you do have advantage because it's a crowbar on a door.
Yeah. Oh, that's just to pry it open, I think. Like,
Yeah, using a crowbar gives you advantage on strength checks for prying things, which is
For
what
this,
you're
yeah.
doing.
Yep.
cool. So what's on the other side?
So you just give me 1 second. They don't have any advantage.
Oh,
You
by the
begin to hear rustlings from the other side of the iron door, and you look ahead and you can see what looks like a dark, cavernous space. No discernible light, and it seems to go in. It's a pretty big room. You can hear the sound of water dripping, and you can see little pools of water on the floor. It is very dark though, so I don't know if Blake Sunny has dark vision. Let me check if Copernicus does.
I
don't
do.
think
I'm an
he
owl.
does. Ah, well then, when you look into the room, you can see large swaths of webbing.
Oh. We got any arachnophobes in the party?
no.
Good.
Eh,
All right.
Sorry, real
what's
quick, Russo. I was just taking a peek. I love rogues, and I just wanted to see what all the abilities you have now. Just so you know, in case you didn't, you can never roll lower than a 22 on sleight of hand checks
oh, okay.
because of your reliable talent ability. Whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus, you can treat the d20 roll as you can treat a roll of 9 or lower as a 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Every once in a while, just go peek into your features and traits section. There's a lot going on. It's a lot to keep up with.
Okay.
But that one you can pretty much never roll less than a 22 because you have plus 12 on your sleight of hand.
That's gross.
Not to mention it's also only a bonus action, which doesn't really matter for us when we're not in combat, but still very cool.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
And the little voice over the intercom says, "You have entered room 53."
fuck. We went down.
You were in 51 previously.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, we went up. Nice. Right, so Blake is going to very cautiously kind of lead the way into the room and look for the other doors. Being
Ruther
very
will
careful.
dark vision if it's relevant.
Yeah, so you can see that it is a room. It appears as if there's some kind of pool in the center of this cavernous space. That there are two pathways going along either side of this pool, and there are also two pathways in the rocks going around it. But that the room itself is covered in webs, and there's some mysterious odor which you can't quite place, but it doesn't seem to be cavernous. And neither immediately upon coming into the space can you see any easily discernible exits. What you can see are different creatures slithering about in the ceilings, and they appear to be large, like giant spiders. Some of them appear to have extended bodies, and the cave system goes up a little bit higher than you might expect, but you see several of them running about, and you think that your intuition, and especially Pocket with your Rod of Alertness, tells you that these creatures are about to start descending in mass. You have a moment to decide what to do. What do you do?
Shit. Anybody else got any cool ideas? This isn't cool.
Copernicus
And I wish I
points
was
his wand up into the air
a
and
fireball
says,
wizard.
he is going to cast the spell Immolation.
Oh, fuck. Blake was just gonna throw a rock at like a nearby web, like a faraway web, and hope that they went there.
No, like that's the kind of thing Pocket realized he wanted to do, but he's like, I've never been in a situation where I needed to know these kinds of big fuck you kill everything spells, so I don't know any of them. I
Flames
don't
wreath.
I
One
don't hurt
creature you can
people.
see within range must make a dexterity saving throw.
And now y'all are putting me
Oh
in
my
all these
God.
situations where I need to hurt people and things. I don't have the spells for that.
Is that all of us?
Oh, buddy.
No, it's one of the spiders,
Oh, okay.
and they fail their save. Oh, Jesus.
Goodbye, spider.
It is 86.
Oh, I'll say, oh! And I'll start to just doing like a little running man in the air. I'm just like stamping my feet rapidly back and forth, even though I'm not standing on anything. And slowly they start lighting up with flame until my feet catch on fire. um, and I cast Flame Stride. The billowing flames of a dragon cover my feet, granting me explosive speed for the duration. My speed increases by 20, and moving doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity. And when I move within 5 feet of a creature or object that isn't being worn or carried, it takes a d6 fire damage from my trail of heat.
Very
So
cool.
I want to zip
Nice.
past as many of the spiders as I can. I've got about 50 feet of movement.
So a few things happen at once. Pocket, you cast a spell and begin flying up amidst the spiders. So you're the only one who isn't affected by the collateral. When Copernicus casts his spell on this particular spider, it sets fire momentarily, and so does the web system begin to
Oh,
set fire.
fuck.
You
And
can
I don't help.
see. Yeah, and Pocket goes into the fray,
Well-
immediately beginning to catch more of the webs on fire. So this spider, who had purchase on the web previously, falls down into the center area amidst the pool of water. It takes a little bit more damage because it falls very ungracefully. Um,
Oh, I rolled 5 for my d6. I don't know if you want it separately for all of them or just one, but
Is that fire damage?
fire damage,
5
yeah.
fire damage? Got it, got it. Mostly it's gonna affect the environment.
'Kay.
But the other thing that happens is that Copernicus, Russo, and Blake Sunny are all able to hear the sound of a slump as an acid turret shoots off from the darkness amidst all of you, and I need you to make dexterity saving throws.
Ooh, I have advantage on those.
20. That's not an actual 20 though.
Got it?
You take no
Motherfucker.
damage if you pass because of your uncanny dodge, Ruzo.
Yes,
Okay.
that is the case. Copernicus also passes. Rolls just well enough. What'd you get, Blake?
13.
13. 13 does not pass.
Or not uncanny
Um,
dodge, but evasion. Both are
Just keeps getting
relevant.
hit by
Ah.
things.
Yeah, it is. So a layer of acid falls into you.
Ow!
You take 23 points of acid damage.
Ooh, and
Yeah.
I'm not raging, so damn.
It sizzles into your skin. Now let's roll initiative.
Also, yeah, anytime you ever see someone hit you, you can uncanny dodge and take half damage. It's just part of being a rogue. I get advantage on initiatives.
I got a 20.
I got a 17.
I got 8.
Okay, just need to roll for Copernicus. He gets a 5 on the die. Which is a 7. Ooh. Very good. So, Blake, Sunny, you are the first to act.
Okay, so the spider that fell to the ground isn't dead, I'm assuming, right?
No, it's not dead.
And unless anybody else here particularly needs bodyguarding, I can go over and kill it, right?
Yeah, so you can see that it's not actually quite a spider either. It appears as if it has large legs and the bulb of a spider, and an elongated humanoid head with fangs and 2 arms that are very similar to human arms with sharp claws.
Very cool. It's prone, right? Because it
It
fell.
is prone, and it also has a dagger in one of its hands.
Oh, cute. Well, it's gonna get fucking whacked, unfortunately. First one is plus 10. Oh, that's 27 hit. 25 technically.
Yeah, your attacks have advantage because it is prone.
Yeah. So that'll be 22 damage actually, because of the feet. Is that cool? To hit? Does that still work?
Yeah. I understand what you mean.
Cool.
What's the? It's not reckless attack.
It's great weapon attack, so that would make this damage 20 instead of 10.
Okay. Yeah. I remember.
Wonderful. And the other one is just normal. Well, AC check, just in case. I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
Meets it, beats it. It does hit.
Nice. So altogether, that's 37 damage plus 2d4.
In a row?
Describe the way that you destroy this prone spider monster.
I'm assuming, God, yeah, I'm assuming it like kind of like fell onto its back and is kind of wiggling, and Blake just buries the blade into it, and
I'm thinking like
kind of
right down the center.
yeah, right down the center, and kind of just tries to intimidate the other spiders with this display. Like, how dare you? We're decorators.
That is when you are able to see the flames which are beginning to take over the space, and yeah, the webs above you are very steadily beginning to catch on fire.
Nice.
Is that your turn, Blake Sonny? Do you want to
I think it should
move?
be. Oh, yeah, so we'll move back to kind of the group if possible, just to kind of make sure that she's in bodyguarding range.
Hey. Oh, Jesus. Very good. So what happens next is thus. From places you could and could not see, various spider-like creatures. One of them, it may be easier. Keaton, could you put a cave fisher image and a choldrith? I'll spell it in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Cave fisher.
Oh, that's cool.
Because several large creatures begin to fall from the ceiling, and most of them are trying to land on top of our party members. So there are more creatures than there are party members, and they just fall amidst the fire, which begins to take up the space. And not all of them are able to do it, and not all of them notice quite yet, but the ones that do begin to fall. And there are at least 3 other choldriths and 2 of the cave fishers that fall into your space and on top of you. So I'm wondering how this should work mechanically. I'm gonna need all of you, except, well, all of you, including Pocket, because they fall kind of as they're falling. One of them attempts to bring you down. I need all of you to make dexterity saves.
Cool.
Vernicus passes. Oh, he's rolling so well today.
21.
Russo does really well.
23.
6.
So, Pocket, you're the only one, and because of your position in the room, you are caught by one of the spiders, like in their hands, and you fall underneath them. It's one of the cave fishers, I should clarify. You fall into the pool in the center of the space underneath this creature, and it's now and they're gonna use that movement as an opportunity to attack you.
What? That you're not saying that's an opportunity attack, are you?
No, it's their turn.
Got it.
There's-
Because that's not how opportunity attacks work.
I heard it. I heard it approaching.
One second. So it's just going to attempt to attack you with its claws twice. Well, 1 second. So it's going to make one attack with its claws. which it misses. It swings wide, and then it's going to use the rest of its turn to create a sticky adhesive filament, which it is going to use to cover the majority of the mouth of this underwater entrance.
My flame stride ability is still active, by the way.
Cool. So it's going to take some damage amidst this. Let me see how
D6.
much HP. Yeah, go ahead and roll that.
6.
Cool. So it does take that. And yeah, you can see it flails about, and your effect is still, it carries underwater.
Yeah, no, it's like
at
there's
least
like
for the time
boiling
being.
water coming up from the pool from my feet.
Yeah, it's almost like a carbonation machine. Yeah, radical. So it's your turn, Pocket. What do you do? You are
Gonna-
underwater, sort of in the clutches of this creature. For our purposes, we could say that you're grappled.
Then I will Misty Step. Up and out.
Make a perception check. You have to be able to see out in order to get a misty step, but you have a creature on top of you, between you, and above most of the passageway. Does that make sense?
Yeah. 18. Oh, I have a yeah. Oh, natural 20 because I have advantage on perception checks to see.
Cool. Yes. So you are able to get yourself to the surface and pull your head up as your bonus action.
And then I fly up and out with my movement 30 feet.
Yep. You can see the spiders in all sides of you, the children, the cave fishers, and the choldriths, I should say. There are at least 7 or 8 of them.
The exits, doors.
What's your passive perception?
24.
Wow.
Fuck.
I'm telling you, Pocket doesn't not see things. They have to be very well concealed. He's extremely intelligent.
But you don't have dark vision, do you?
No, but there's a lot of fire everywhere.
There
Kinda not
is
dark.
fire that's coming up from the webs, which the creatures at the top levels are increasingly aware of. So with those flames, you are able to see that there is another passageway besides the passageway from whence you came. It is in the northerly direction. It's the only other way out of this space.
Okay. Okay. So okay, I get out of the water. Can I use my movement to place me like above the rest of my party, like just right above them?
Yeah, well, theoretically, that's where I imagined you were, anyways.
Cool. About how far away is that passage?
Well, that passage is probably about 40 feet.
Wonderful. Who's ready to go?
I
Yes, please.
I would cast Scatter, a 6th level spell. The air quivers around up to 5 creatures of my choice. That should be exactly all of us. Up to 5 creatures of my choice that I can see within range of 30 feet. An unwilling creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw to resist. I teleport each affected target to an unoccupied space I can see within 120 feet of me. It must be on the ground or on a floor. I will put us in that passage.
You have to fly up a little bit higher, but you are able to eventually see the ground, and yes, you can end up in that passageway.
So yeah, I just start waving my hands and little twirls over my head. Everything starts quivering. Everything starts sparkling around you. And then
And you can see a what looks like a stone carved passageway or a stone passageway with different bricks that have been rounded out into a tunnel, basically, with a green iron door, and little, very very small lights that just light that part of the space.
Good job.
Thank you, dude.
yeah.
Good shit. Now, my good friend, it seems that door duty falls to you once again, Rusang.
We're still in initiative. It
Oh, fuck.
is
It's okay. We're 120 feet away from him.
well, you're not quite that far.
Oh.
Um,
I put us
Oh,
as
probably
far
closer to,
down
like,
the passage as I possibly could.
50 feet away. 60 feet at most. But there is another.
Do they immediately know where we are? Because we kind of just disappeared.
You do just sort of disappear, to be fair, and you're not in their web space, so they don't immediately know where you are. No. They are feral spider creatures, though. They're pretty perceptive. When you get into the space, though, because of where you place everyone as close to the doorway as possible, you are within the confines of a different runic trap, and you can see what looks like a cone of cold shoot down at the group of you. I need you all to make, I believe, let me check.
Dex, probably.
Do, 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 do. Yeah,
Can I
let's
counterspell
just
it?
say Dex. It is not a spell.
Got it.
I get 13.
20.
Get a 21.
Damn it!
Lake
Blake
Sunny.
just gets hit by every trap.
Yeah, this frost effect goes over you and you alone.
I'm still raging, I assume, so it's fine.
Were you raging in that combat?
Yeah? I have so many rages, I kind of just use them every combat.
Okay. We'll say that it's 50 points of cold damage.
Whoa.
Oh,
We'll
shit!
just say that?
Yeah.
Can we
Oh.
not?
And that is your turn. It is now Ruzo's turn.
Can I investigate this door and try and unlock it?
Or
Yeah, it is locked, but go ahead and make your sleight of hand check.
31.
Well, even without it, your reliable talent would allow you to open this door. Yes, you are able to quickly click, and Copernicus and you run into the space ahead. You can see, let me check the map. You can see an empty vault room. It's got that same ambient blue lighting as the rest of it. It appears to be in the shape of a diamond. It is just made of stone, very simple. It's about 35 by 35 feet. Copernicus rushes in, and we'll assume that all of you are able to get in and close the door, and we're out of initiative.
sorry,
it's at-
Blake.
Blake shakes the snow off her feathers like, it's fine. Talk about a cold reception, though.
How many rages do you have in a day, Blake Sunny?
4. I have used 2.
Very cool. So after this one, there is like a circle with different sigils, magical emblems, and like arcane icons that you're
what the
able to
fuck?
see. That is like a heavy black magic that whirls its way over your head, and it wraps itself around you. You throw up.
Can you
Black
guys see
ichor.
this? Look,
All of you are able to see this, and
it sucks.
You're having a terrible day.
and you can hear the voice of a dread vampire that you have met once before.
Not me.
And that voice, yeah, not you, Pocket. And that voice says, "You will fulfill the blood oath which I have made from the vials left at Castle Ravenloft, Blake Sunny."
Rod, you motherfucker! I didn't agree to a contract! That was Bast, you prick!
Pretty much everything on Blake's end was done like under duress or like unconsciousness. Like you didn't have any choice, and Bass is the
That's
one
probably
who wanted the
binding, though.
house.
It is strong, you know?
It's funny.
And so this necrotic energy takes over you for the moment, Blake Sunny. And we're just going to say that the most immediate effect that you feel is a terrible sense of pain and discomfort.
Ooh, my tummy!
And
No.
Eat
this
you,
stuff digestive in your mouth.
you get a bit more exhausted than you might expect for having only raged twice in a day. It feels like you've been going a lot harder than you actually have. And you think that if you were to rage again, that it might have some detrimental effects at your ability just to like function. That's kind of where your head is.
Cool. So when this energy dissipates, Blake is just kind of sitting.
And
Just kind of like,
the intercom voice comes over and says, "You are now in room 54.
guys, can we take a minute?
Yeah, how many more
Copernicus puts
how many
his
more rooms do we have to go through?
You're not sure?
I think we're about halfway.
Ugh.
And by that I mean probably 50 more rooms. Hold up,
Copernicus
Blake
says,
needs to lie down.
I don't think that you're gonna make it that long, bud.
Shut up.
We're definitely not getting all the way through on no sleep. That's for sure.
Copernicus says, "We should, Russo, lock that door, by the way. I don't like what was on the other side of it. Those spiders probably can't pick a lock."
Okay.
And Copernicus
I don't
goes
need to
up
do
to the
anything, do I?
other door and investigates it. Rolls a natural 20 and says, "This one's locked. So yeah, let's just lock ourselves in here for the moment, and we can maybe take a little rest."
Wait. We should investigate the chamber first. It could be hiding, whatever it is. I just got hit
Yeah, is like
100
Strahd
times.
here? What's going? Who? You said?
Yeah, you feel like you can start to see images in the space, dark shadow people, and you're concerned. There might be magical wards.
God damn it.
To everyone else, it just looks like an empty stone chamber.
Well, what about to me with my magic detection and keen
Especially
awareness?
to you with your magic detection and keen awareness.
Do you not see that dude right there? What the fuck? He's
It's
flipping you
To
off.
lay down.
I don't
Just,
like
just
that
go to
dude.
bed. Sleep it off.
Just shut up.
Is that what we're planning on doing?
Copernicus says this seems like the best thing to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
I want a story time before we bed. I like that. I'm gonna sit down and for the next 10 minutes start casting legend lore, just to get that out of the way.
Okay.
So, name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is. The information you learn is accurate, but might be couched in figurative language. For example, if you have a mysterious magic axe on hand, the spell might yield, "Woe to the evildoer whose hand touches the axe, for even the haft slices the hand of the evil ones." Only a yada yada yada. What kind of story do y'all want to hear? What do you want to know about?
Oh, let's know Crone. We might be able to find out something
That's what
about
I was.
her.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
My dad. I want to hear if my dad's cool.
Yeah, that's not exactly what this spell's about. It's not
All
about.
right.
It's not a. It's not a life alert. It's more of a Pokedex.
I see. My bad. Yeah, let's hear about Crone, huh?
What's her real name?
Nog Hazal.
No, Kazal.
So yeah, for 10 minutes.
You want to describe, because it says there's incense and ivory strips that you have to burn, and there's some, I assume, ritual aspect of it. Do you want to describe what this looks like?
Yeah, absolutely. So Pocket. First, like everyone. All right, everyone get comfy. Get your bed rolls out. Get all that stuff. Drink this.
Copernicus is gonna tuck in.
Drink
Blake
this, and
hasn't
I'm gonna
gone up.
pour everybody some absinthe over the silver absinthe spoons and some sugar cubes.
Thank you.
Story time.
Okay. And as everyone's like chilling on it, I just start like burning incense sticks and then just kind of haphazardly tossing them on the ground in a weird kind of formation around everybody. And then then he'll get onto his he'll lay down on his stomach with his hand on his chin and pull out some chalk and just start like doodling little cookie fairy people.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Okay, now I'm ready to cast the spell. That had nothing to do with it.
You're a real artist, buddy.
Yeah,
I like
and he pulls out these little strips of ivory. He says, "Don't judge me. I don't make the spells." He starts shaving it on the ground and says, "Oh, you who know what you know about Crone, the one known as Nog Hazal. We want to know what you can let us know. Oh, whoa, whoa, walla, baza, whoa, let us know."
And it's at this point that you are overtaken by a voice, and it's like, "Blah, blah, 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 blah." And the words speak as follows: the hag Nog Hazal conspired with the dark powers in order to sow seeds of chaos, and sits astride an amber throne forged from the reconvened essence of the revealer's magical chariot. Her nexus of power and control is the envy of even Shemeshka the Marauder, and her relations with the Harmonium, with the Mercy Killers, are as profound as those with the devils and demon lords who keep their temples in the ladies' ward. Those who would seek her end ought be prepared to face down death itself. And like the famed adventurer, only find peace in resurrection. And then the spell effect ends.
Ugh. Was it a good story? I always miss it. It's kind of a bummer. No, I got it.
It's a bit of a downer, really.
Yeah, bro.
It sounds like
Not very encouraging.
It sounds like Crone wrote it. Honestly, like that was really pro like Crone. Honest, like that really sound
Very
like
biased.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm a reliable narrator, guys.
Copernicus says, well, I was trying to tell you that her powers were very strong.
Yeah? Well, so's my ass. Seriously, we could have killed her if she didn't teleport away. And so what if she kills one of us in return? Hopefully it's me, so you guys can maybe resurrect me. Either way, I don't want to be our fucking employee anymore.
Copernicus says, dying to get out of your contract isn't necessarily the answer, Blake Sonny.
Hmm. But it is
Killing to
an
get out of a
answer, you know?
contract, though.
Does dying get rid of a curse? Like, Blake will suddenly shoot up and look at Copernicus like,
Copernicus is he sort of twirls the Elder Wand, and you can see little wisps of blue energy float in the air, and he
dude, I was
takes a
just
whiff.
asking. I didn't need to.
Put
And
that thing
Copernicus
away
says,
before you hurt somebody.
For the kind of spell or curse that you have, I don't think that it would help.
Fuck. Well, guess
Strahd
I'm living.
has a hold on you that may very well transcend death.
Put that thing away before you
Yeah,
hurt
man.
somebody. I let it be clear that I still don't like you very much, little guy. I don't trust you.
Hey, that's my guy. Leave him
Sorry.
alone.
Copernicus puts the wand away and says, no, it's okay. The wand chose me. I don't expect you to understand.
God, you sound like a dork when you're mad. Jesus. Let me sleep.
If we get a rest, I'm gonna swap some spells around.
Cool. Do we get a rest?
Yeah, I guess theoretically you can sleep for as long as you like. Let me check a couple of things. Oh. Yeah, so you can talk among yourselves. Like I said, I'm just going to check a couple of things.
That's fine.
Cool. I think Blake will be the least social you've ever seen her. She is just lying on her back. Hasn't even done her roll. She's just still planted in the position before.
Yeah, Puckett's just furiously studying his spell book.
Blake snoring is that like cartoonish like pew.
Ruzo's just sleeping off the psychic damage from earlier.
So, yes, I think that my socket that my computer's turned into isn't turned on, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Respectable.
I will also be right back.
Nice. Ooh, if we're taking this opportunity, I'm gonna go pee.
Yeah.
1 second.
Go for it.
Meow meow. Yes. Hello.
Oh, we're taking a break.
Oh, I see.
It's times like these when I'm regretting not playing Pocket like I usually play Wizards, which is just maximum damage output.
I think that it's good to try and challenge yourself,
Uh-huh.
and no one really took very much damage because of the way that you played that scenario, which
Yeah,
is
I
good. It
mean,
doesn't always have to be combat.
I've been saving that scatter in my pocket for a long time. I thought about using it before when we were in Crone's room, but I had a feeling I wouldn't have been able to get away with it for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, that was supposed to go very differently.
Is it
It was the
supposed
case.
to go any one way?
Well, I knew that if it came to casting magical spells, that there was,
We were gonna have
both
a.
of them had counterspell.
So
It
did
could
I,
have
though. It
been,
would have been like,
yeah,
yeah,
and I was thinking that, and right,
yeah.
it's one of those things.
Damn it.
I
We
just
need.
realised I was muted.
Oh no, it's all right. Ugh. We just need one more person on. Oh fuck. Does Copernicus have counterspell?
I think he does.
Oh, we would have won that. We would have won that rock paper scissors match. Damn
He
it.
has it with the Elder Wand, if not in his spell list. But I think he has it. Yeah, he has it prepared too.
I cast scatter. She counters. Oh no, we would have lost that. No, because I would have scattered. She would have countered. He would have tried to counter that, but then Montello would have countered that counter spell. Damn it.
It does happen like that.
Hello.
Hiya.
I did just remember that Blake would actually have something she wants to bring up with Russo, if that's still cool.
Yeah, please.
Sick. So, like, some point during the night, I suppose after, like, a decent amount of time has passed, Blake would kind of roll over and be like, Psst, Russo,
What?
you're awake?
I am now.
Pocket's
You're a
still
vampire.
studying.
I didn't think you slept. Anyway, so, what you saw earlier, it looks like Strahd really wants me to kill the guy that my mom's gonna kill. Really wants that to happen. And, I remember you saying that was, someone close to you, right? You don't
My
want to know?
uncle. Yes.
He's your rock?
I would
Fuck.
prefer he did stay alive. Or as alive as a vampire can be.
I was gonna make a pun.
Alright. Well, how about this? We pull this off, we kill Crow, killing Strahd will be a cakewalk. I say we end this. We stop my mom from killing your uncle, then we kill that little bastard.
You do remember having a conversation with Elsha about her being up to kill Strahd permanently in some way if it were possible.
Well, we lost
You're not
Elsha.
sure. Yeah, you're not sure where Elsha is or what that method would necessarily be.
Also, I just realized I'm wearing a vampire-themed shirt.
Very cool. I like that. But yeah, what does Russo say to that? Like, why do you say?
We've got quite a hit list growing at the moment.
I know.
First Crone, now Strahd.
Hey, at least it's not your uncle, right? I don't want to kill anyone you like. And I'm not gonna be coerced into killing someone. Not by him.
Okay.
Sick. You think your uncle will pay me to do it? I think he should.
I think we should cross that bridge when we get to it.
You're gonna help me get the money. I hear. Night, Russo.
Okay. Night, Blake.
And that's, yeah, Blake goes back to rest them.
Bum, 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 bum. You have your rest.
I feel a little better. Been worse.
Pocket's the first one awake, and he's the last one to sleep and first one awake, because that's just kind of like how wizards be. They have to stay up working on their spell books and then get up to prepare their mage armor. I'm just giving myself like just a full body just fingertip massage, and you see little shimmers of magic come from my fingertips and then sort of fade out of view as I'm casting mage armor for the day.
Yeah, Blake, Sonny, you still don't feel very well. All things considered, your joints are really, really feeling it, and you think that, you still have that sense of the rage possibly being a very like exhausting kind of thing. Your physical capacity feels depleted significantly. I think that I'm going to be a little slow to introduce any mechanical disadvantages quite yet, but it's going to increase with time, I think.
Okay.
The more times that you think that the more times that you rage, the worse this curse effect will be. And you can sort of feel your presence of body, for lack of a better term, as a bit shakier, if that makes sense.
Oh, I really gotta kill that guy.
All right, who wants breakfast? I have 3 snickerdoodles, 2 monster cookies, and half a brownie.
I'll take a brownie.
Veronica says, that seems a little bit decadent. I'll take a monster cookie, I guess.
There you go. It's like
Yeah,
oatmeal
I'll take a
and chocolate chunks and caramel.
Caramel.
Yeah. That's our special touch.
Nice. Do you have any rat?
Club here.
Nice, dude.
Once Ruzo has some sugar in her system, she'll turn to Blake and remind her that as well as being a vampire, I am also human and I need sleep.
Oh, I need to sleep. Oh, I just got cursed by fucking Strahd, okay?
Okay.
You could be a
Wait to
little
one
nicer.
up. Wait for the one-upmanship.
Bro, I just want some sympathy for once. God. Thanks for the cookie, dude. And yeah, Blake will enjoy the breakfast.
Spartacus
They're
says
the
it
last
is not a competition.
They're the last cookies I have.
Shit. Oh, we should have raided that campsite earlier. Fuck. Goodness.
We were a bit distracted setting up a decoration company.
Yeah, that's true. I thought
I
of at
can't
least
believe
8
that
more
worked.
names. It'll have to work again if we need it. Alright, let's forge ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So you can check the room. Yeah, you can see a locked iron door. It's very similar to the way in. It is a green door.
After you, Ms. Ruse.
Why, thank you.
So it's either a natural 1, a 22, or higher. What check do you get for sleight of hand?
Oh. 22.
Ah, perfect.
Nice.
So, yeah, you're able to click the door open, and it makes its way into a hallway. You can see that instead of a light blue color, there are sconces with green flame.
Green flame!
Green flame. In the hallway, which seems to snake its way around.
Bless you. I mean, bless you. Cool. I guess Blake will forge ahead. Like, she's still technically the party tank despite everything. She
Yeah,
still wants to be useful.
you you can see as you turn the corner into the walls are various what look like drawn on labyrinthine mazes, something like that. It's kind of incoherent. Some of them appear to be engraved, some of them appear to be made with chalk, and they're all layered over on top of each other in this very odd simulacrum of passageways, or the representation of passageways, almost maps that are like on top of each other, but they're various. It looks like dungeon maps superimposed in the same space. All different colors, lots of whites and reds.
Can I make
You
like
can also see
Can I make like an investigation check just to kind of discern if there's some sort of I don't know, like guiding pattern to them or something?
absolutely, you're welcome to.
What else do we see?
The hallway continues around to a dead end, and there is also another smaller locked iron door.
I roll an oops, what was it? A 21, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I got
Very
a
good.
21 investigation.
So with your investigation, you get the sense that there are a few maps which are probably representations of the dungeon, and that they've been scribbled over with random maps as a means of making the original information indiscernible.
Cool. I'll just start like buffing off the fake stuff.
Yeah,
Blake
you
helps,
can
like-
attempt to do that, but you don't really have much of a ground of which one's real and which one's not. You
Oh,
make as
I
good of a guess
assumed
as you
that
can.
the graffiti was like on top of like whatever the more permanent structure was.
Cool. So you want to prioritize the engraving ones.
Yeah. I imagine I like if it was just like a painting and then someone had come and like doodled over it. I think, or I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was
Okay,
more apparent.
it's cool.
Like I imagine that you just rub it down and then the fake shit would wipe off if with the because I imagine like the original is more well done and permanent and but I could be wrong. That's what I'm going for though.
That's fine. Yeah, it is. There are still several different mazes that are superimposed, but you think that you get a better shot. They're maps, but they're maps that you don't quite have a point of reference for.
Hmm.
And there is still the locked door.
Um, is the original maps? Did you say they're like engravings, as opposed to someone who just sketched fake ones on top?
Yeah. Well, that's your read, though you may not
So if
be
I took a rubbing of
sure.
it, I would just have a superimposed version of the original.
Yes. Yeah, but it takes up the
Right.
quite a bit of space.
Gotcha.
Probably at least 8 foot by
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 foot.
I'm done.
Oh, nice. What we got?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. Carry on.
Okay. Blake will go to the next door.
Mm-hmm. It's made out of iron.
Does not open normally.
It's locked.
She'll knock on it just to protect. Just before Russo gets there. Like, boom, boom. Hello.
Oh.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I look
You
at you
knock
like
on
what?
you knock on the door and it opens.
Oh,
And you can hear the sound of a voice over the intercom. Congratulations, employee. You've made it to the top level of this floor of the dungeon.
Of the floor. Top level of the floor? What?
yeah.
Mhm. You can see that there are several, you know that they're gold-plated goblets, and there's a punch bowl on a desk. There are a few plush red velvet couches, and there is a single doorway with an emblazoned sign over it that says "Head Office."
I
Blake
detect
will immediately be like, "Don't touch any of this shit.
duh.
It's all a trap."
I detect
What just
poison.
happened?
I detect poison and disease on the punch bowl.
Definitely poisoned.
Okay, yeah, don't drink the punch. I detect magic amongst the room.
There is no magic except you can detect magic coming from, well, the doorway, the
I
head office doorway.
I look for invisible things in the room.
No invisible things.
I detect fey, fiend, celestial, or undead in the room.
You're the only presences here.
Okay, don't drink the punch. I really want some fruit punch, but not that punch.
We'll make some one day. But first, it's time to fuck with this door. Or is it? Blake will say, asking for confirmation.
I mean, we're tip top. It's now would be the time.
Pernicus says, "Yeah, smash that door in and let's see what
Well,
happens."
I don't know about
We
you.
ready?
You're not so tip top, but it's as good as we're gonna be for now.
Alright, we ready?
Let's do it.
Russo, you wanna go? Or shall I?
Well, I've already rolled sleight of hand because I thought I was going to unlock the other door, so I got 29 for that.
Oh. Yeah, so you have already put your way in there, and you can hear the sound of clicking as the door opens inwards, and you can see it its way into the room, which looks very, very similar to the office of Crone that you had previously gone into. Although you can't see anyone in there. The angle is a little bit odd, and there's a stone wall that is as you're coming in, so...
Do we think this is real?
No.
Okay.
But we're not going back, are we?
Absolutely not.
All right. After
Guess
you,
we'll go
Copernicus.
Cool. So you're gonna go into the doorway?
After you, Copernicus.
Blake will go first.
Walk in with your wand held out first.
So Blake Sunny is the first to be whisked away into this portal space. Copernicus quickly follows. Russo, your hand goes into the passageway and you're there. Pocket, you follow your companions?
Yep.
Very good. And so all of you find yourselves in a brightly lit chamber. You can see that there appear to be pews and different stone partitions or wooden partitions. The space actually appears to be a courthouse. And on the witness stand, we have Copernicus, Russo, and Pocket. And in the defense chair is Blake Sunny.
Oh,
And you can hear the voice of an orc security guard say, the People's Court will now come into order. We have Judge Odella Judy presiding. And
Oh my
a
God.
Githyanki woman in a very odd wig and judge's robes makes her way up to the sort of area where the judges sit, the bullpen or what have you. And she pounds a gavel on the on her little desk area and says, "The court will come into order. The case of the Hive versus Blake Sunny." And that's where we're gonna stop for this week.
Oh man.
Aw.
oh my god, the universe is just beating down Blake right now. Not that she doesn't deserve it, but like, damn. Oh, that's really fucking good. I love that.
I told you we'd get to the People's Court.
I'm really happy.
Even
we
in the
did.
middle of a mega dungeon.
Yes! Literally. To be fair, like, no one expects it, huh? Like, oh my god.
Oh my god, and I got logged into Final Fantasy right on time.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
I might have been in for a few minutes, but yeah, oh no, I've only been in for like 2 minutes.
Amazing.
Wow,
Right, that was
is
a
good
really
timing.
good session. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you. I feel like that was fun.
Yeah.
There were some like realistic combat encounters, but also a little bit of story.
Mhm.
So yeah, just the right balance. Very exciting. Well, yeah, I guess that's this week done. I'm glad. I feel like it went really well. I hope that you all had fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was sick.
And I will see Keaton about getting that track. I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow. I'm too deep into my cups to deal with it today. But tomorrow, I'll try it and let you know.
Theoretically, all you have to do is light it up the front and bounce it out. That should be
Yeah,
all it
it's
needs
true.
to be done.
It's true. Hopefully that is the case. But either way, I'm gonna let you all go. It's good to see you.
Cool.
And talk to you all soon.
Bye.
Talk to you all soon. Peace, peace.
Bye.
Bye.